Prince song?
Oh, Sometimes It Snows in April.
Ooh, I ain't never heard nobody say that.
Yeah, Sometimes It Snows in April.
That's one of them Prince songs right there. You got to go look that up. That's somebody that really loves music to say something like that.
Yeah.
I don't even want to tell you what mine is. Now, so mine was so surface.
Many blessings. I'm the Floacist of Floety, and I'm here chilling with thisis50.com.
All you got to do is say no if you don't want me this close to you.
Why would they believe in
Natalie Stewart,
Yes.
the Floacist.
That is I.
And I am the hostess. What's going on?
Host assist.
Yeah, come on with the most assist.
Indeed assist.
Come on. So how you doing today?
I'm blessed, and I give thanks.
Man, I'm so happy to be sitting here with you.
I'm happy to be sitting here with you. Why is everyone warning me? Why is everyone like, yo, yo, yo?
Hey man, you know what? I really don't understand what that is either. Yeah, it's a party. You gonna learn today. I say what's on my mind.
So do I.
Yeah.
So this should be a pretty nice conversation.
When every interview that I ever looked at you in on TV, it looked like you can handle yourself and you don't need that.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So I guess it's the way I look or something like that.
Is that what you
It's
think?
the eye.
You think it's the eye?
It's intimidating them.
Well, I have a birthmark in the same eye, so that might be why we come across a little bit harsh for people sometimes.
We just know what we want.
Amen.
You know, it helps us see through the bullshit. We're doing Floety again.
Indeed.
Man, everybody, you know what I'm saying, we're kind of confused. Y'all hadn't talked to each other for like 8-9 years or something like that and whatnot. What was the problem?
It's so interesting. So many people want to know what's the problem.
Because it was a good thing.
It is a good thing.
It is.
Yeah, it wasn't a problem for us. It was a problem for everyone else because everyone else only knows us as Floety, and that's all anyone's interested in is what they know, which is understandable. I mean, you get that.
But y'all music was so big that it was like, even though y'all was together, your music is
because
so
we didn't put out a record that wasn't successful.
Right.
We didn't overstay our welcome.
Right.
We didn't use our audience and put out an album we didn't believe in.
Right.
When it was time for us, the creative energies, the entrepreneurial minds behind Floety, to take a moment, we took a moment. Now that obviously involved a lot of people because that's a lot of people who get percentages and so on and so forth when we're working. So
together.
It might have been a problem for them, but for us it was a very natural alignment. I got to learn some really incredible stuff about myself and my own abilities. I'm sure Marsha did the same. And we grew. We came into this world through separate rooms, so it's normal for us to not just always be together. And what we've been enjoying about the tour, I think, is proof for us, again, for me and Marsha, that it was okay. You take a break. I think the most difficult part of that was because, we love, as Jamaicans say, we love a little susu susu. So people like gossip, they kind of like a more negative spin on stuff. And I think no one wanted to stop until they got there because they just can't believe why would something just ease,
Yeah.
And things ease because they ease. The music industry isn't no promised thing. It's not like you put out one record, so you're supposed to put out a record every 2 years for the rest of your life. No, it's a chance. It's a moment when the vortex opens and it's going to happen, it happens. You can want it to happen your whole life.
Yeah.
But it will happen when it's time and aligned to. So I think that's what's going on. But, so what was the problem? If there was a problem, it was fixed in the time. And
Now, with that being
was what we
said,
did.
now you guys come from an era with music where, the R&B singer, the neo soul singer, it was a lot more mysteriousness going on with y'all.
I like that choice. Yeah.
People, you didn't really get a chance to get to know the artist. Y'all know what the label wants us to know about you guys.
Yeah, to a degree.
The machine.
And then on the ground level, though, our audience actually know us very well. Especially in the earlier days of Floety, Floety.net, our interaction with our incredible audience. We were always more of a live experience. So then, like I've always said, I'm not really a music industry person. I have interaction with the industry. I do business. I'm a businesswoman, so I'll do interactions in that sense of projects that I have. But just kind of being in the industry, hanging out, for me, I kind of did that in high school, that type of, being in a crew and everyone knowing who you are and all of that stuff. I really quenched that. So for me, this is more about art. It's about craft. And as an artist, I need real life. I love the lights and the cameras, and I'm there for it, and I enjoy it in its time.
And they love you back.
You know,
You're glowing.
I need real life, and I think that that's something that assists me to be able to create, to therefore have something, because I better have some product. You know,
You better.
I better have some.
Yeah.
Or don't just sit in people's faces and say, look at me, look at me, look at me. You know, go away, live, have something, and then interact with the people in an honest, creative
I can dig it.
capacity,
I
you
can
know?
dig it. So, do you feel any pressure with the whole new social media wave and everything that, you know, to always post up what you got going on in your life on Instagram, or you don't care about none of that?
It's not even just that I don't care. I think the technology is great. I love the interaction capacity.
Because you can be an independent artist now.
Oh,
You're your
yeah,
own machine.
Yeah, I love it. I think that it's been a freedom. It's you know, but I also love my alone time. I love my time with my family. I don't want to expose the children in my family to anything too quick. So no, I don't feel the need to do that with everything. No, I don't. I'm an analog girl in the digital world. I live in the real world too much. I forget. That being said, my manager Tony Douglas is an incredible online mind and guru. So everyone will know the difference between when Tony started and the one social network and before. You'll be able to see it. You know. So I think it's a great tool. I think it's a great tool, but I'm not pressed, no.
Okay. Well, can I ask you some fan stuff? As a fan, I know you don't like me referring to myself as a fan. As some supporter stuff.
Amen.
Okay. Are you in a relationship?
You know what? I'm in a.
Do you have kids?
I don't have children.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite. I don't have children yet. I am in a relationship.
You are in a relationship?
Indeed, I am.
You should, but you deserve one.
Thank you.
You deserve
That's
it.
a very beautiful thing to say. Thank you.
I say beautiful
appreciate
things
that.
all the time.
I receive that highly.
Yes.
I'm very blessed.
You
Actually.
deserve love, girl.
Thank you. Don't have children yet. Although I have many children, I'm very blessed. Lots of niece, nephew, godchildren, babies. I'm very blessed in that way. Favorite movie? Apocalypto.
Okay. What favorite song?
Bob Marley and the Wailers tune. Well, it's actually Wailers back then, called "Put It On," and it just awakens me. It balances out my energy. It calms everything. It brings clarity to me. And then that's a lot of roots music for me, though. It just takes away all the fuzz.
What do you pray for?
I pray for at this point in my life for calm, patience, innerstanding. I pray for the ability to submit to that which I claim to believe, you know, so that it's not a clash of, you know, when you get me in my deep space, I talk this way, but you can see me just wilding out over here. I want it all to be blended. I don't want it to just be talk. I want it to be word, action, word, sound, power, you know. I pray for acceptance. Like accepting balance, not just always thinking that you have to change the world in such an aggressive way that you're an aggressor anyway. Like a different type of change, a change coming from being the difference you want to see. You know, I believe it's a time of the involution right now. I think the revolution has happened. I think it was successful. All of those civil rights activists and activists at the time, I think who've given their lives and given their energy, even those who are still here, they did their work and they did what was supposed to happen. I think we've all benefited off of it. I think now is a time of involution. So I pray for our ability to not be so distracted and to come inward, but at the same time I pray for the humility to respect that everything's exactly as it's supposed to be, and it's like this because of what came in the past. So rather than just wanting it to go away, understanding it's why it's here so it doesn't get repeated. So I pray for those type of things.
If your life was a movie, what would it be called?
Flow, F-L-O.
Do you know anybody that you had in mind to play you?
I was gonna say my nephew, but that's a bit confusing.
Yeah, he a boy. He's definitely he a boy, right? He don't have to be a boy if he don't want to be a boy.
Possibly, my little cousin. She's on her way up. Sienna. She's.
You really keep it inside the family and whatnot, huh? So
I'm blessed to be able to.
Okay. Now, when you know, you remind me of Lauryn Hill a lot and everything.
I'll take that gift, thanks.
Because like with your background in theater and all that. So you originally wanted to be an actress.
Oh, I
You
studied
wasn't
theater.
chasing this.
No, at all.
This what God wanted you to go right here.
Yes. And I was submitting the craft. I was studying performance, and my brother was a sound man, and my mom plays great music. And music major influence in my life. I had a girl group in performing arts school and, you know, all of that type of stuff. But no, this is my submission onto performance craft that led me into this way. So I'm a multimedia artist. I'm a poet, I'm an actress, I dance, I paint, I sing.
What about activism?
That's art for me, is activism. So yes, I'm into activism, but I'm not political. I've become less and less political as I've got older. I don't believe there's any emancipation through the system. I think it's quite distracting. But I respect the alignment and the orders of everything and how we do things. But I'm in more of an observation seat now. Younger, I thought that there was, you know, what have I got to do? Let's go. Now I realize there's much more to it than that. There's much more to it than just bringing another set of aggressive opinion to the party. There's already too much of that.
You're a real actress. So we in a day and time of reality shows. Could you see yourself doing a poetry reality show where you get in the house with about 5 other poets and, you know, you do a cattle call with them all across the world? And
Absolutely. I have my flow poets at home right now. They're ready for that already. We got a good 100 poets at home ready for that.
It's about time to put them out, man.
Yeah,
I want to see you on TV every week.
Oh,
you know, discovering that next big poet.
Absolutely. You're speaking about things that we're putting in motion as we sit, you know. So yeah, 100% I would do something like that. Acting's an interesting one because, you know, during my study, the one thing that I came across was feeling a lack in this kind of chauvinistic, Eurocentric, you know, how many roles are you going to play? Who wrote them? I've got to play roles being constantly written for other people, and there's things I find more interesting, and that was what, when I finally became a performance poet, that was the savior for me, is that I could explore my own language and therefore not have to be pigeonholed into the 1 or 2 characters that they give us, you know.
That is, you know, when you put it like that, there's a bunch of different movies in every poem. Is there a couple of little bars that we could borrow from you?
You just barred the thing, right? Did you hear that? There's a couple of little movies in every poem.
Yeah, you do. You be acting them things. I was backstage the other night at your show, and you was touching my soul.
Give thanks.
Yes. Yeah. So is there like a couple of little a poem or whatnot that we could borrow at thisis50.com? Like some little a haiku. It don't even have to be.
He said or a haiku. Do you want me to do
the
it?
grass.
You want me to do it?
Thank you.
Okay, I got one for you.
All right.
The only shortcut in life is to accept that there are no shortcuts in life.
Wow. You know what? I be trying to say
mine.
that.
I'm not even trying to take it.
Man, this nigga here.
It's just that it's such a truth that sometimes you could lose yourself trying to claim truths that are bigger than just you saying them.
Right,
you know?
right. I could dig that.
So I'm trying to say that thing exists outside of me, right in the equation. You know,
It's
a truth. So the only shortcut in life is knowing there are no shortcuts. There's only the way there. And usually when you're looking for shortcuts, you take a longer route anyway. You know.
Man, you're extremely deep. Growing up, watching you and doing what you do and everything. One thing I always wanted to know: what kind of guys are you into? For the guys that wanted to know, did they have a chance? Can you tell us what you like? What I should have did.
I like honesty, so you're doing good there. I like people who overstand what it is to be divinely masculine, you know, who overstand that balance, that there's love and nurture in there, and that there's safety in there, and not having to be worried about the emotional imbalance and scars that we may both hold. So I like communication. I like interest in people. I like, you know, people just unafraid of being themselves. And then also who are unafraid of someone else being themselves.
Man, I know you got some more famous shit to do. I'm not going to hold you up.
Oh, I think I got a show to do. I swear I'm about to put this down and walk on the stage.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and make that happen right there. Let's not keep our audience waiting. Is there anything you'd like to say to our audience, man, before we get up out shit?
Just peace, love, happiness, blessings, and, you know, be well. Oh, I love 50, man. I spoke to him once on the phone. Haven't seen him since.
Man, we just a block away. If you come back in town, we got to make that happen.
Apparently, he loved Floety.
Get out of
Yeah,
here.
apparently he loved Floety. I remember them telling us that in the scope, and that was when I got to speak to him on the phone. I haven't seen him since.
Dope. We gonna fix that. Well, like I always say, you just can't say you're real at something. You gotta be, man. We open. We out of here. Do I have something in mind? Don't kiss them hoes in the mouth unless you got to.